Hey guys, Mike G here from Source Energy Consulting Firm at sourceenergy.com. Welcome to Straight Talk. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button so that we can stay connected and you will have access to notification when I drop a new video, which is quite often. As always, we're here to empower you, to teach you some skills and techniques, as well as open your eyes to different ways to approach relationships so that you can create the types of relationships that you want to see in your life. So today I want to talk a little bit about pacing yourself. You had a rough relationship previously, bad breakup perhaps, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in your mouth. You're moving now, you're not really ready to meet anyone new, yet it's happened. You know, you came across someone that you think is special, but you're still a little raw, your nerves are still a little shot from the relationship that you're just getting out of. And you're not exactly sure how to proceed. At that moment, we're usually all trying to figure some things out, and we feel as though we don't want to make the same mistakes twice. And in doing that, sometimes we cut the oxygen off to the new relationship because we are just really trying to squeeze every last bit of understanding out of it until we feel comfortable with this new person. And in getting to know someone, you end up pushing them further away, and it's counterproductive. So what I'm here to talk to you about today is pacing yourself and just understanding that finding the one, I do have a video actually in this series called Finding the One. But moving into a new relationship has a lot to do with knowing yourself. It's got a lot to do with understanding where you are at the moment and being realistic about that. Don't say things to yourself like, when you're upset, oh, I'm just going to get over him, or I'm just going to get over her. I'm just going to, go and get out with a new person. You hear people say that all the time. The cure for an old relationship is a new relationship. This may not be the case. I wouldn't take that advice. And I don't urge you to take that advice. But of course, there are no mistakes in life, just research. But there's a price to pay when you're wrong. So have at it if that's what you think you should do. You think you should just run out and be in the arms of someone else, as if that's going to help you get over the relationship that you just lost or gave up. I'm here to tell you that that that's not true. If you're one of my viewers, you're smart. And smart people know that you don't rush into things. Bad things happen when you do that. So, just getting out of an old relationship, moving into a new relationship, you want to take your time. Time is your friend here. Be honest. Be very, very honest. Talk about the concerns you have. It doesn't have to be, well, my ex did this to me and my ex did that to me. You can just simply say, this is a situation that happened. I didn't really care for it happening this way. How would you handle it if this were you and I were going through this? You don't even have to say the word ex in there. They don't know whether this is a relationship that's fresh or it happened a long time ago and it just stuck with you for a very long time. But take your time with it. Learn to pace yourself. Learn to understand that you need to give people time to make mistakes. Don't be so judgmental about the things that they do. Let them make mistakes. Let them do and say things that you may not necessarily agree with, so that you have the opportunity to actually talk about it, the opportunity to address it. It's only going to help you have a better relationship and a better understanding of each other's needs as well as each other's capabilities. Don't rush in. find out what your love language is. Meaning, are you the type of person who feels love through physical touch? Do you feel love through gifts? Do you feel love through words? Find out. There's a book out, and I think it's called The 5 Love Languages, now that I think about it. It's a very good book from what I understand. I haven't read it, but I do understand the concept of what it means to have a love language. So when you find out what your love language is, really try to avoid or take it easy in presenting that to the new person, so that you don't get ahead of yourself. And the quick heartbeat and the quick pulse and the blushing and the warm fuzzy feeling inside doesn't take over your reasoning, your ability to say, hey, this is brand new, there's going to be a few bumps in the road, let's take our time. And there's nothing wrong with telling someone that you care about them and you really like them, and spending time with them has been very refreshing. But also let them know that it's early yet. I like what I see so far. I like the way things are going so far. Let them know that you're paying attention. I have this phrase I use when I was dating. It's called keeping score. And I would let the person know that I'm dating, hey, I'm keeping score. I'm actually writing down what's happening, because I want to be able to decide whether someone is right for my life or whether they're not. You can't do that without keeping score. You can't do that without scrutinizing and paying attention to what they do and what they say and how they do it and how they say it. So it's important that you give that time to do that. In business, they have a 90-day rule before you can receive any of the benefits. I know most people aren't waiting 90 days to receive their benefits in relationships. I'm just pointing out a fact that there's something about 90 days that gives you the ability to see a person for who they really are, versus that minimal amount of time of 30 days. People can fake the funk for 30 days. They can pretend to be something that they're not for 30 days. They can pretend to be something that they're not for even 45 days. But 90 days, you're pretty much going to see a good piece of everything that's hidden in a person. So until then, don't get all excited. I tell my clients, they go, oh my gosh, I've applied some of your techniques and I just met someone new and I'm so excited about it, and I'm happy for them. I'm very, very happy for them. But I also know in the back of my mind, in 45 days, we'll talk again. See how you feel. A lot of cases, in those 45 days, they come back and they go, oh, wow, it fizzled out. I found this out. I found that out. It wasn't what I thought it was. After 90 days, you find out that most of them are gone, not even there in the picture. They've already gone through 2 other relationships in those 90 days. So I don't get so excited when you see somebody like that. So keep that in mind, and make sure you hit the subscribe button, and let's talk about it. All right. Thanks, guys.